This wild boar is so heavy. This morning, when I was feeding it, it kept trying to escape. I just decided to butcher it. If it really ran away, it would be troublesome. Well, I don't know what now we have to do. Keeping wild boars so quick at this. Weren't we supposed to raise it for a while before eating it? If we didn't butcher it, wanted to escape, it would have really run away. Our smoked meat is gone if we don't butcher it. What are we eating to starve? I wasn't feeling well last night. I decided to sleep, and when I woke up, the wild boar was dead. Living on the island, it's inevitable to have some disagreements. But since it's already happened, we just go with the flow. After all, it's not a bad process this wild boar. Tatu and I have been busy all morning, boiling water where needed, scraping off the hair. In less than 2 hours, I finished processing the big wild boar. Cut it into dozens of pounds. A large portion of the meat will be smoked for long-term storage. At this point, Dudu had already prepared the firewood. The whole process could take dozens of hours or even longer. After a whole morning of work, we were hungry, so we set aside some wild boar meat, and we also added some small island-grown potatoes, coconut meat, and aromatic herbs to remove the gammies. Time to eat. Dudu. Wow. How is it, Dudu? Delicious. No weird taste at all. That's because I put in a lot of herbs. It has a very rich aroma. Not bad. Good thing I butchered it. Otherwise, we'd be starving again this morning. Cameraman, come eat something. We've got a lot of work to do later. We got back to working on the island's traps. Surviving on the island means we can't get lazy just because we must always stay alert. That way, we won't be caught off guard in emergencies. Right now, we are making a new type of wild boar. It works by making the boar lower its guard while eating and then catching it. The mechanism involves for suspended stones ready to drop from a tree below. There are for trigger devices linked together and a large net woven from vines. When the boar enters to eat the bait, no matter which trigger it touches, all four stones will drop instantly and the net will close up. At this point, its four legs will be making it hard to escape. Of course, setting this up took a lot of time and multiple failures. But finally, our new wild boar trap is complete. Looking at the situation, it seems unlikely we'll be able to catch an entire litter of wild boars. Leave this island for the next one. With such a short time left, I don't have high hopes. I just hope we can take one with us when we leave. Hit it hard on the head. Alright, we've got a wild boar trap set up, and it's been rearranged properly. This should improve efficiency. I specifically placed 2 wooden planks under the door. When it drops, the sound will be as we hear the noise. We'll rush over immediately. The boar will have no chance to escape. We have other things to do on the smoked boar meat. It's been smoking for several hours, and we even replaced the color. The looks great. Make sure to keep an eye on it. I'm heading to the sea to check on the fish traps. The seawater is around this part of the island. The resources here are abundant. Every time I dive, I come back as I was swimming. I spotted a rock-boring sea urchin slowly crawling along. It's also called a smoky sea urchin. It's completely non-aggressive. I've never eaten one before, so I just observed it for a bit while looking for food. I also took time to admire the underwater scenery, but the main goal today is to find food for dinner. I also wanted to check the fish traps I set up last night. Then, I spotted a target under a coral reef. It was a sleeping triggerfish, also known as a barredfish. I had gloves on. I grabbed it by the tail and pulled it out. Shortly after, I found another, even bigger. This one was interesting. It was resting with its mouth wide open, completely unaware of the danger sneaking up on it. This fish is so dumb. It just wedged itself in the rocks without moving at all. Super easy to catch, but don't underestimate it. Its bite is actually pretty strong. Better not get bitten. It would hurt like crazy. I love exploring reef caves while diving. A lot of food tends to hide in them, like lobsters, for example. You have to be quick when grabbing them. If they slip deep into the cave, they're much harder to catch. We've been down here for over an hour now. Haven't even used the spear once. All the catches were made by hand. But my spear didn't go completely to waste today. While searching for food, I spotted a grouper fish staying completely still. I took aim and got it in one shot. Finally, My spear got its first catch. After all this time, it finally paid off. It's getting late now. Let's go check on the fish trap. We started searching underwater for the trap we set last night. But I forgot to mark the spot. I only remembered the rough location. So it took a long time to find it. Luckily, we managed to locate it, and the results were quite satisfying. Several fish were swimming inside. By now, I've been underwater for a few hours. Time to bring the trap back to shore. Today's catch is way better than yesterday's. Look, we got a lobster from diving, a stonefish, and 2 shells. The fish trap caught 7 fish in total. Among them, 4 parrotfish, 1 scorpion and 2 filefish. This might be too much for one meal. Let's head back and figure it out. Come on, let's go clean and prepare the food. Hey Jin, how's the smoked wild boar meat? Not bad, but it's a little dark. Maybe the fire was too strong. Should still be fine tonight. Yeah, looks like it needs another night of smoke. Let's hang up the extra fish to smoke too. Tonight, we're grilling 6 fish, and the lobster is going on the fire too. Man, today was exhausting. Great work. Let's split the lobster in half. It smells amazing. Wow, the meat is so thick and juicy. Hi. Not bad. Grilling it like this gives it a nice charred aroma. Tastes even better. It's way more flavorful this way. After eating some lobster, I suddenly feel less tired. Some people might not understand what's so satisfying about this. Shouldn't this just be enjoyable? But who really knows how much effort we put in behind the scenes? We definitely deserve this meal. With all the food we've gathered, we can easily have 3 meals a day for the next few days. For the past while, we've spent 90% of the day either diving or setting traps. Tomorrow, I think we should switch things up. I have a good idea. What is it? Tell me. Now that we have plenty of food, even more people could join us. It's time to invite some guests over. Just us guys every day is getting a bit dull. You got someone in mind? No, just think it'd be nice to have some fun. Alright, I'll think about it. That's it for this video. The cameraman has been telling me he's time to eat together.